Hey, good evening. It's Monday night, October 12th. Thanks so much for being here tonight. There's a proverb, Proverbs 27:6 says this: "The kisses of an enemy are profuse, but faithful are the wounds of a friend." If you want to find out who your friends are, these are the people that will tell you the things that are hard, the things that will help you, the things that will benefit you. A friend is not someone who will always tell you what you want to hear. Somebody who tells you what you want to hear all the time, that person is not your friend. But rather, as Proverbs says, there's an enemy for that. We have a very clear example of how this works in 2 Samuel chapter 13. I'm just going to read just a couple of verses here to show what this enemy looks like, who is supposedly a friend, but he's really an enemy. The man's name is Jonadab. He's the bad guy. Amnon is the king's son, and he's got this supposed problem. So in verse 3 of chapter 13, now Amnon had a friend, should be in quotes, named Jonadab, son of Shemaiah, David's brother. Jonadab was a very shrewd man. Let me translate that for you. Jonadab would have made a great political operative. And he asked Amnon, "Why do you, the king's son, look so haggard morning after morning? Won't you tell me?" So he starts off, hey, he's interested in me. He wants concerned about my well-being. So Amnon, though, as we know, is up to no good. The reason he's not feeling well is because he can't be disobedient with Tamar. So again, just like his friend Jonadab should be in quotes, well, in quotes, Amnon said, "I'm in love with Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister." So right off the bat, if Jonadab was being a good friend to Amnon, the first thing he's saying to him, dude, this is wrong. There's no reason to be friends with her, in love with her, after her. She's not married, you're not married. This is inappropriate. It's wrong before God. Instead, Jonadab shows you what the idea, the phrase, the kisses of an enemy are profuse. After Amnon told him his dilemma, quote unquote, Jonadab immediately springs into action. Immediately has a plan. He says, "Okay, go to bed and pretend to be ill," Jonadab said. "When your father comes to see you, say to him, 'I would like my sister Tamar to come and give me something to eat. Let her prepare food in my sight so that I may watch her and then eat from her hand.'" So that's Jonadab's plan. Now, where in there, in any way, shape, or form, is anything good except for Jonadab to help Amnon get what he wants? Now, why would Jonadab be interested in Amnon getting what he wants? Because Amnon is the crown prince. So Jonadab thinks he has something to gain by letting everybody know, by letting Amnon know, hey, I'm your buddy. I'm gonna help you get what you want. You see, there's nothing sincere about Jonadab. He's living proof of Proverbs 27:6. The kisses of an enemy are profuse. He's gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear so that he will look good. Jonadab doesn't care a thing about Amnon. He doesn't care a thing about Tamar. Jonadab is concerned about making his own lot in life better. And those are the kind of people that are going to give you those kisses of an enemy. They're profuse. But you see, Jonadab wouldn't give Amnon a faithful wound, because then that might look Jonadab. He might look bad. And you see, he couldn't do that. He's got to look good. Perfect example. Somebody who tells you what you want to hear, especially if it's not in line with what the scripture says, is not someone you can trust. Rather, that person for all their well-meaning smiles and helpful, plans, that person is your enemy. Take a good look at your life this night. Find out where the Jonadabs are. Someone who's afraid to tell you the truth or won't tell you the truth because they don't want to look bad. That person is not your friend. That person is your enemy. And there's a great example of what Proverbs 27:6 looks like. Solomon saw it in action. He heard the story and he recounts it to us in the book of Proverbs because he saw all the wretched things that came from Jonadab's supposedly friendly counsel. The kisses of an enemy are profuse, but faithful are the wounds of a friend. And that's the thought for this night. And you have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, Lord willing. Lord bless. Bye-bye.